we are at American Autocross Series, Crow's Landing. These are generally the fastest people in the state. Definitely in Northern California. Early in the morning, it's always a grind to get here on time for me, no matter what time I wake up. Right here, I think this is Manny. Yeah, buddy. Here's one of the vintage OGs right here. Big block, 67. This is one of the OG racers here, Jim Barnes' car. Vintage, performance. Pretty amazing car. Here's the OGs right here. Two best Corvette racers on the planet, dog. Right here. The infamous Dave Bonar, the smooth Jim Barnes.
Yep, old-time Corvette racer.
That's right. You're not going to beat these guys right here. Forget about it.
Adjusted 1.5 back. Mike Monaghan at the line. Mike currently in the 6th spot. Needs a 54.6 to take the lead from back. All right. That's Joseph Fahey finishing 57.811. 57.811. That's an improvement of not 4 tenths. Almost 8 tenths for Joseph. His fourth final and fastest run. He'll finish no better than 6th in the S1 class on the day. Nicely done. All right, at the line, Scott Lohman. Scott working on 2 DNFs. So, you know where you did it, right, Scott?
Puts me in the algorithm. All right, so I want to talk to you about the last event I did for American Autocross Series. That was in Crow's Landing. If you've seen my previous video, it was in this car. I drove for the first time in 7 years in autocross, and it was, I believe it was in August, early August. Had a great time. Well, during that subsequent time, I got my 96 back, and this thing's been in the shop for 7 years. Future videos will come out describing why it was in the shop so long. But I forgot how fast this car is. I mean, the way I would describe these two cars, this car is very easy to drive fast. It's smooth, it's nimble. This car is like riding a bull, and you hang on for your life. This thing's got a stroker motor in it. These wheels are really light, although I did put these wheels on this car when I did the last autocross. But that's the neat thing, and that's most likely why I really decided to buy a Z06, is because I knew C5s and C4s have interchangeable wheels, so that makes things a lot easier. Then you don't need an extra set of race wheels for each car. A lot cheaper. Anyway, so it was a hell of a fun day. It's been raining like crazy here in Northern California. That's why I'm doing this in the garage right now. It's pouring outside. And everyone was telling me, oh, I think it's going to rain Saturday. And I kept looking at the forecast, and it didn't rain on Saturday. Just like the forecast predicted. It rained on and off on Friday. It's raining pretty hard on and off right now. So we lucked it out for sure. It was a fun autocross, and the reason why I like this autocross so much from American Autocross Series is you get closer to the national championships in Topeka, Kansas, the courses tend to get a lot more technical, which means you don't go as fast. Well, since that was done 2 months ago, this last course was really fast. It was fun. There were probably parts of it where I could have got this thing in third gear, but I didn't because I'm still learning this car again. It's funny. Even though I drove this car, this was my race car throughout the mid-2000s, when I got the stroker motor built in this car, I really only had it for 2 autocrosses before I started having brake issues. So, and again, I hadn't really consistently driven this car in 7 years. And it was like a learning process again, because these cars are very different. Like I said, the C5s have a lot more technology in them, especially the Z06s. They're lighter. Even though this car is smaller and it looks lighter than this car, it's really not. It's actually about 200 pounds heavier. But what is nicer about these C4s, they are smaller, so they fit through the slaloms a lot easier. And that's definitely an advantage in these cars. They have a little bit shorter wheelbase, so you can, with tuning, you can make these things corner a little bit better. But overall, the weight distribution and balance in the C5s are pretty superior. There's no way around it. Yeah, so it was a blast. I had a lot of fun on this course. Of course, I had to, just my luck, I had to run in the first run group, which I'm not a morning person. I got to tell you, getting up at 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday is not the business for me. It's a lot you have to do when you're trailering to get the car on the trailer and going. Thanks to my woman, she's the best. She's my crew chief. Yeah, and so we got there late. I didn't get to walk the course, which isn't advisable. And you'll see in the video, I'll actually point out the cone I missed, not on 1 run, not on 2 runs, 3 runs. My best runs were DNFs. But hey, that's part of the game, When you haven't done it in a long time, you got to learn again. But the point is, I got in the car, I drove fast, and it sure felt fun. So check out this video. Leave any comments if you have questions or anything you're interested in the future. I'm going to do a full-length video on this car and this car in the future, but I wanted to get some race footage out there because there's no footage like race footage. Driving on the street footage just isn't the same. You're worried about cops, especially in this car. And yeah, much better to just do it on the track, all right? Check it out.
Okay, yeah, I still have it.
Let's look it up.
Oh, I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, don't worry about it. Oh, he can look it up on his phone. He has a phone. Doesn't know how to use it, but he's got it. You got a big head. Look at you, Mr. Technology.
Don't worry about it. There's a spot to try to get, in terms of acreage.
I got it shut this time, man. Thank you.
Huh?
I gotta clean it up.
It's got to be okay.
1.1 back, and Justin 1.5 back. Mike Monaghan at the line. Mike currently in the 6th spot. He's the 54.60 to the lead from that. All right, that's Joseph Ish. 70.266.
case you missed it, here it is again.